We've got another one for you. Here comes the Richard Armitage interview, part 3. Marsha Killingsworth, who runs Richard Armitage US fan page. She says you've just done Into the Storm. That's your next project that will be coming out later this year. And you do an American accent.
I do.
And Marsha would like to know...
You're not going to ask me to do it.
Would you do an American accent? Do you have a number where she can call you and then she can...
We take that movie to CinemaCon at the end of March.
Oh, really?
Which I'm really excited about. And then we present at Comic-Con.
Comic-Con in San Diego.
Yeah, in San Diego this year. So yeah, I think it's on release in August the 8th.
Excellent.
And,
so we can expect from that movie. It's a storm movie, and you're in a lot of rain. Tell me about the movie.
We're in a lot of wind and rain, and it's a special effects film, but it doesn't really look like, you know, a huge amount of special effects. A lot of the weather looks real, and I think weather is something quite difficult to create digitally. But we shot in Detroit, which was an extraordinary experience, going to that town and seeing, you know, how that place has changed and decayed. So I found it quite a moving place to be. But yeah, hopefully it will do well. Okay,
so and you have an audiobook coming out, yeah?
I do.
You did a recording of Hamlet.
Yeah, it's not Shakespeare's Hamlet.
Right.
It's based on that story. There are little moments of the language that Shakespeare uses.
So none of the speeches, none of that?
It's occasionally the writers just tease a few of those in. But yeah, it's a novel based on that story and all of the other stories that you don't see during the play, which I found fascinating. So
really?
You see Hamlet go to England and see Rosencrantz and Guildenstern go there, and he gets attacked by pirates. You see what happens to Ophelia behind closed doors. So yeah, it was interesting.
Oh, brilliant!
Really difficult doing Ophelia's voice for sort of a whole chapter. There's a chapter where she reads.
Can you give us a little bit? Give us a little bit.
I'm
Come on.
not going to do it. No, because you have to buy.
You have to
buy the book.
I want to see this.
It was hard.
Give us a teaser.
Because I'd sort of seen her as a 17-year-old girl, which is fine for a few lines. But when I was reading like a whole letter, and she gets very angry, and of course, when I get angry, my voice goes very
down.
deep.
Oh, okay.
So Ophelia suddenly was becoming like
that's a whole nother show.
Yeah, it's a whole other show. Yeah.
So is it true you were named after Richard III?
It is true, yes. I was born on the 22nd of August, which is
the day of his
demise. He died at the Battle of Bosworth.
So you have affinity to that historical character. Do you want to play him on stage, or do you want to have a film project made out of his story?
He's never really far from my head when it comes to assembling some kind of visual documentation of his life. I think he deserves a cinematic outing, that story. I think it's an extraordinary tale. I think The Wars of the Roses is extraordinary. You know, the last English monarch to die on the battlefield in combat, and actually a noble death, and a misinterpreted character, I think. But that's the reason to go exploring, because we don't really know. Yeah, I don't know whether I'll get to play him in a movie, but I'll certainly have a crack at him on stage. Yeah.
Would you write the script? Have you written the script?
I'm not much of a writer. I'm good at adapting other people's writing. But yeah, the assembling of ideas and gathering people together on a table is something that is my long-term goal over the next 30 years. I think I'll probably be acting less and producing more.
Into producing. Would you like to direct?
If someone will give me a decent brain, a smart brain, I would like to direct actually. Although I just think people, that other people would do it better than I would. But I'd like to certainly direct actors. I think I could bring a performance out of somebody. I would know how to make them feel comfortable and relaxed and inspired to deliver something that they hadn't done before, because directors have done that to me. So.
I think directors that have been actors are probably some of the best, because they know what you're going through, they know what the process is, they know how to pull it out of their their actors. So I
and
think
they often surround themselves with great DOPs
Yeah.
and you know, they can focus on the work in hand. So yeah, perhaps, yeah.
So do you get starstruck? People get starstruck over you. Is there anyone that makes you starstruck?
Always, I always get starstruck, yeah.
Who? Who would you like to meet?
I think the last person I got starstruck with was probably, I think it was Orlando Bloom, who's now a mate, actually.
Orlando, yeah, I was going to say.
But the first
your
time you
castmate.
meet that person, you're like, oh, it's you from that movie. And oh, look, we're both wearing silly costumes and I've got to deliver a line to you now. So, yeah.
That's exciting,
but always,
though, yeah.
always, yeah.
That'd be like me getting to work with you. That would be really exciting.
In a silly costume.
Exactly, in a silly costume. I'm working with Richard Armitage. Oh my God. So who would be your ideal leading lady? Do you have one?
Gosh, that's a very good one. I've always been a huge fan of Janet McTeer.
Oh God, she's brilliant, isn't
She's
she?
really amazing. And gosh, Sally Dexter. Fanny Ardant, do you know
Oh,
her?
yeah,
And,
okay.
Tilda Swinton, oh God.
Tilda's great.
Millions.
Kate Blanchett, she's lovely. Who do you think is going to win the Oscars this weekend? Do you have a favorite?
Well, of course, I'm kind of rooting for the Brits. I'm rooting for Chewie.
I know, Chiwetel. He's
Yeah,
brilliant
yeah.
in 12 Years a Slave.
It's
Did you love
an
it?
extraordinary performance, really.
It really
yeah.
was heart-wrenching.
Yeah.
It just...
And he's doing the kind of work that we all dream about doing. But the same with Michael Fassbender in that movie as well.
Yeah.
You know, you look at the quality of that work and you think that's something to aspire to.
Yeah,
for sure.
exactly. We spoke to Steve McQueen, we've spoken to Chiwetel, and just getting their process and what was it like, you know,
Yeah.
and how important was that story to tell, and you know, just how, just as an actor again, to be in that moment, you know, recreating that intensity just must have been, you know, when you lose yourself in a character like that, is it hard to come back?
I don't know whether I've been as deep as something, you know, in something so harrowing as Chewie was, but in that particular film, although I think the closest I've ever got to that was being waterboarded for Spooks, whereby you find yourself in an acting situation where you are genuinely panicked and terrified, and you think your mind has to be focused on, I'm just acting, this isn't real, but all of your emotions are hyper real. So and it's short lived, but I get little flashbacks of that.
And one fan said that, is it true that you have a phobia of water, or did you have
I do, and I still, every job I ever do.
So I can't take you on a cruise then?
You can, I just don't ask me to dive into the sea. But every job I've ever done, a water moment, which was not in the script when I read it, comes into the rewrites, and I'm like, there it is. It's
incredible.
There. It's this always looming for me.
So it's Oscar week, like I said. Are there any directors that you'd like to work with? You know, because we know all of them. So do you want to give a shout out to Spielberg?
There are, yeah, I mean, so many, and all of them actually are up there again. You know, I think Alexander Payne does extraordinary work. I think David O. Russell does extraordinary work. Steve McQueen is amazing. I'd love to work with Michael Haneke as well, and David Fincher, you know.
Excellent.
Great people.
Okay, one more question. Deborah Edward, who runs Richard Armitage Central. Are you a morning person or a night person? Oh, here's one from Madagascar.
Am I a morning person or a night person? Do you know what? I'm definitely not a morning person. I'm the night person. I think it comes from working in the theatre, actually. I get all my inspiration at night. I sort of wake up at 3 in the morning and start scribbling and writing.
Last question. All right, from Beta Landavia from Germany. She wants to know, at what point, what project would it be where you'll walk away and say, that's it, I've achieved my goals, my dreams have come true, I'm done, call it a day?
I kind of thought I'd just done it, actually. I thought The Hobbit might have been it.
Yeah, exactly.
But I don't think there ever will be one, because I think there's always more to mine from your own instrument, if we want to call it that. And as we get older, you just feel differently about the work that you do. So yeah, I'm moving into a whole different territory of casting now, of different characters that were never available to me before, and you think, God, I've never played that before. So that's what keeps you going.
I think for an actor, especially Maggie Smith will prove this, for an actor it just never ends, right? I mean, there's always another project, there's always more work to be done.
Well, it was one of the reasons as well why I definitely moved out of musical theatre, because this area of work, it's a little bit like wine. You know, hopefully the older we get, the more, you know, body and flavor.
Absolutely, better. Absolutely, we're really good. So I have to show you one of the fan videos. Juliet's going to show you. Shall we hit play? Okay, this is after you won Favorite British Artist of the Year.
Hi, Rita. We're here in Spain, in A Coruña, the northwest called Galicia, and we're here to celebrate that you won the Anglophile Channel Award 2013 British Artist of the Year, and we love you in Spain so much, and actually we love you with passion. Yay! And we're gonna celebrate actually that you won doing something that you probably like a lot, which is having some chocolate ice cream. Oh yeah, so to you, Richard, we love you. Bye.
Hi Richard, congratulazioni, congratulations, siamo molto fieri di te. We're so proud of you. Gemma and Alisa from Italy.
How cool is that?
Are they adorable?
Do you know what? The picture that the two Spanish ladies held up, it looks like they've been smacking him in the face. It looks like he's had the...
He's bruised.
Yeah.
Okay, Richard, so now, so you can't see all of them today, of course, but they're all here on DVD. I promised the fans that you would absolutely get a copy of their fan messages. Just ignore the woman hosting the show, that's me.
That's really kind of you.
Watch their messages, and if you have anything that you want to write back to me that I can send on to the fans, these people just love you with such an amazing amount of dedication and passion.
Thank you very much. That's
really
lovely.
It really is impressive. So, and now, do the award presentation. Okay, tears.
Are you welling up?
Right, yes, I am welling up. Oh, you know what? You said in an interview that all you wanted for Christmas was this little...
A bop.
Yeah,
Is it a bop?
A bop. It's not a bobblehead, right?
A
Because
pop.
he doesn't...
A pop. There you go, there's my American
So it's
accent.
Thorin, that's him.
Pop.
Pop. Pop.
Pop. Pop.
So this is Thorin in a bop. That doesn't look like you at all. It looks like a samurai soldier. I don't know, but this is for you.
it.
Merry
He's got the same
belated Christmas.
intensity in his eyes.
Yeah, he
It's
does.
very
All
good.
right, so
Thank you very
now
much.
we're going to present the award. Mr. Richard Armitage. It is my great pleasure. Fans from all over the world, 30 plus countries, it was crazy, voted day and night for you to receive this award against a heavy hitter field. And it's my pleasure to present Richard Armitage with the Anglophile Channel's Favorite British Artist of the Year Award. Lovely.
Thank you. I'd like to say thank you to everyone that voted for Favorite British Artist of the Year 2013. It's really lovely to receive this. I've never actually received anything before other than a little trophy that I won at drama school for sword fighting back in 1997. So I'm going to put this next to my sword fighting trophy, and yeah, your support and everything you do online and bothering to vote really matters to me. So thank you.
Thank you so much for being a part of this. Okay.
Awesome. That is beautiful.
Oh, I'm so glad you like it. Brilliant. Yeah, he's weightlifting. That's what Venice is for. You're learning.
Does this mean that I can jump the line at the airport now?
No, but you know what? They're going to take it away from you at security, so wrap it good.
It is nice, thank you.
Okay. Should I do an out? I don't know. This was pretty good. Okay, ready? I'm sweating. I don't know about you. It's hot. Wait, hey, wait a minute. False start. False start.
All right.
Go back. He cheats.
Ready?
Cheater. Ready? Wait a minute. We need the gun.
We got cord problems.
On your mark, get set. Wait a minute.
Okay.
I'll say. Cheats. Boland.
What am I going to say? What do I have to
This
say?
is Richard Armitage.
This is Richard Armitage. You're watching the Anglophile channel, whoever they are. and she's the best interviewer in the world.
From the horse's mouth.
God, thank you for giving me least popular actor of 2013. Thank you.
Well, everybody, we hope you enjoyed that interview. It was fantastic to finally talk to Richard Armitage in person, in the flesh. He was amazing. He was graceful. He was gorgeous. Everything that you all expect him to be. I want to thank especially the British Consulate for hosting us here tonight, especially Bernadette Green. Thank you so much for your gracious hospitality and for accepting us into your offices. This would not have happened without you. Thank you all for watching the Anglophile channel.
That's a way to win.